Hi, and welcome to another LRCC Soundbite. How have you been feeling this week? I've found this to be a week of very mixed emotions, I think, as we've seen all the events leading up to the Queen's funeral tomorrow. But also at the same time seeing the proclamation of our new King, Charles III. We've seen him and Camilla, as well as other members of the royal family, meeting members of the public, smiling, receiving gifts, receiving words of comfort, following a coffin, talking to children. And Paddington Bear seems to be a theme throughout so much at the moment. But then, within the midst of all that going on, we're reminded that the rest of life goes on as well. Some happy things. A colleague of mine, a baby has been born. Parents and grandparents are celebrating. Birthdays have happened. Young people are starting a new phase of life at university. And the sad side. This week we saw the funeral of Archie Battersby, 12 years old, and such a heartbreaking story for him and his family. Also this week the funeral of Olivia Pratt-Corbell. Some things in life just seem senseless. I guess tomorrow marks the end of this very public period of mourning for the Queen, but also the start of a new phase for all of us. That doesn't mean the mourning is over or that grief won't continue, of course it does. But it becomes more private, particularly for the royal family. And whatever you may think of that family or individual members of it, you can't help but see how times like this bring people together. Times when things change are hard, and often we find comfort as we share. I was thinking of a story Jesus told earlier this week. It's the story of the prodigal son. I don't know if you know it, but it talks about a family and a change in that family. A father who has two sons. One of them rebels, takes half of everything the father owns. The inheritance, which one day will be his, but instead of waiting, he takes it now. He leaves the family, in particular his older brother, to do everything on his own, while this younger son goes off, wastes all the money, eventually has nothing left. He's working in a demeaning job at the lowest point he could possibly be in his life. And he decides in that moment to go back home, to offer to work as a servant for his father, because even those servants get treated better than he's getting treated now. When he gets there, things are not what he expected. His father immediately reinstates him as his son, gives him new clothes, throws a feast, celebrates, because his son has come home. But his older brother doesn't join them. He stays outside on his own. He can't find it in himself to forgive and welcome that brother back. I suppose it made me think how we're all different, and we all find different things hard, different things easy, the different things to worth celebrate or worth mourning. I value that difference because it's what brings so much richness to this society. I hope you do too. So tomorrow, many people will watch the funeral and will mourn together. If you pray, do remember King Charles this week. As so much changes, some people like it, some don't. Some come home, some stay away. Why not use this time to look for bridges you can rebuild in relationships that maybe aren't as strong as they were, or relationships that are broken? Pray for each other, in support, and out of respect. God bless you. I'll see you next week.